everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing a ranking of all of the Hapa Kristin lens I've tried in 2023. So I have done the OLENS version, which I'll put it up here. So this one is a Hapa Kristin, and if you guys haven't watched the OLENS one, the reason why I decided to separate it this year is because I felt like I have tried quite a decent amount of both OLENS and Hapa Kristin contact lenses this year. That's why I decided to separate it. Whereas last year I was able to put it all in one video, but this year I had to separate it. And I think all up for the Hapa Kristin one, I've tried about 22 lenses. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I have written notes. This video will be the same concept as well, where I will just briefly tell you guys details of all the contact lenses I've tried, and then at the end of this video I'll show you guys my ranking. So if you guys want to skip all this, you can skip to my ranking, but if not, let's get the review started. First one is the Wake Up Kristin, and this one comes in 12.7mm. It has two colors, pale grey and dawn brown. This contact lens is supposed to give you this refreshing look on your eyes and glistening and brighten up your eyes, which I totally agree. The first color is pale grey and it's my favorite out of the two. This one is a very obvious two-tone color with a very nice dark brown border with a grey on the inside as well, and I like that it also shows my eye color on the inside, which looks really gorgeous. Then we have Dawn Brown, which is much more of a muted rosy beigey shade, and this one, instead of a grey tone beigey, it looks more like a transparent looking on my eyes, which didn't really blend nicely into my eyes compared to the pale grey, but it gives a very nice natural shine anyway. Second collection is Born to Be Kristin, and this diameter is 12.4mm and it has two colors, grey and brown. I find that this one gives a very seamless eye finish look, which gives you a very nice cool sultry look as well. I also feel like the pattern on the inside looks like a sun ray, where you get that stripiness, which is gorgeous, and then a dark border on the outside. The first color is grey, and I call this like an icy grey because it's really bright on my eyes and it really shows the cool tone icy greyness to it. It also has a beautiful dark black border, which doesn't really look enlarging because of the diameter. So even though it has that border, it's more so of the pattern rather than giving you that enlarging effect. Then we have brown, which is like a pumpkin brown, and just like the name, it really matches to the whole pumpkin orangey shade with that brown undertone. Then it's more blendable compared to the grey, and this one, I find that this one is also very similar to the OLENS Real Ring Brown, where I did mention that I find that this particular brown is much more blendable looking as well compared to the Real Ring Brown. So if you ask me which one I prefer, I definitely prefer the grey of this Born to Be Kristin more than the brown. Third one is the Bittersweet collection, and this one consists of 12.4mm. This one has two colors, olive brown and amber brown. Now this one really gives like beautiful sun-kissed again look with a bright reflective ocean eye look, and also a very beautiful wavy pattern inside. I absolutely love this collection, and I have like stock up of the olive brown because it's my favorite amongst the two. So since we're talking about the olive brown, we might as well talk about the pattern now. And again, with this olive brown, it has this really nice dark brown black border on the outer part, and it looks like there's this like double border going on because of my iris on the inside as well. But I find that really unique because all up, it really gives me a combination of hazel, yellow, golden, olive shade, and I just love the layering of this. It just looks amazing, and it's just beautiful. Like you get a combination of spiky look as well, and also a wavy pattern, and somehow they just match really nicely. And we have amber brown, and I find that this border looks a bit thinner compared to the olive brown, and this one has a combo of hazel, yellow, gold shade inside. Definitely much more lighter looking, and definitely looks much more brighter on my eyes, but at the same time I find that it's very natural looking, and it's so much nicer going outdoor because it really looks like the sun is shining shining onto your eyes, which I think is absolutely unique. Then we have First Love Kristin, and this one comes in 12.5mm. This one currently have only one color, which is the brown shade. Now, like I mentioned in that video, the separate video, is like this contact lens, I don't need to wear makeup because that's how natural looking this contact is. And I like that this one has a dark brown border, but it's not too obvious because it still gives you that really nice natural looking effect. And I like that how it has this uneven tone of golden and medium brown on the inside with like 3 split parts of crescent moon, and no matter how it moves, it looks so natural, and it just gives me a little bit that manga eye look as well. And I'm sure all of you guys have heard of One and Only Kristin because it's probably like the most hyped up one for the year. This one comes in 13.0mm and it has 3 colors: gray, brown and beige. When this first came out, it's all about the whole subtle crescent moon with a really nice dark border, and it has Jang Won-young as like the model. It was so popular, and I think because of this contact lens, more people are aware of Hapa Kristin as well, and I totally agree because it's such a gorgeous contact lens. Gray one, nothing need to be said about this gray because it's just gorgeous. You can just see from the close-up that it's just so beautiful on the eyes. I just love how dark it is, but at the same time is so bright looking on the eyes, which is gorgeous. Then you have the brown with the beautiful golden crescent moon, which is like, I feel like it's like a classic go-to must try apart from the gray as well. Last one is the beige one, which I absolutely love, and this one has like this beige crescent on the inside, and on the top you also have this gray tone, which I think is such a beautiful combo, the gray and the beige together, which is amazing. I just love the overall look of this. So if you ask me which one I prefer, it would be the beige one, and then the gray, then the brown. Is the DEWY Kristin, and this one consists of 2 diameters, 11.8 and 12.0mm, and I like that they give you 2 different diameter because it's really leaning towards the whole basic contact lens, which they're trying to do, which means like if you're not looking for something enlarging, you want something that really matches to your natural eye, you would go for the basic contact lens. So I like that they gave you this option of it. This one actually have 2 colors, brown and gray. What I really like about this is that it really gives you like this really beautiful dewy finish, and I think that this one is probably like the only contact lens I've tried so far that doesn't really have like a border. I think a lot of the contact lenses this year I tried from Hapa Kristin, all of them have like this border for like this enlargement effect, but this DEWY Kristin really solely just focuses on your iris, which really reminds me of Spanish, but not really, because this doesn't have the spikiness to it. It's just more of a swirly pattern, but also uneven at the same time, which really just blends so nicely into your eyes, which I think is gorgeous. Going to the brown, very beautiful brown color, but also a little bit of that golden transparent look as well. The grey one is definitely the ones that I'm leaning more towards now, and I definitely like the grey one more just because I feel like it's more natural on my darker brown eyes, and I love that it gives me this dual tone of a brown and a grey putting in together because of my dark brown eyes, and then you get this grey contact lens on top. I just love the combo of it, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. Then we have Sugar High Kristin, and this one comes in a diameter of 13.0mm and has 2 colors, beige and ash cocoa. I like that it has like a very nice dark thin border, and it has this double crescent moon going on, and also has this like cut in the middle of the lens, which I thought was like a mistake, but it's actually part of the pattern and it's not that obvious unless you really see it close up. Now, I find this really unique because of the double crescent moon. Again, it's probably one of the first double crescent moon contact lens I've tried this year, and I think that's why I fell in love with it. Going on to beige one, I find that this was leaning towards more of the unnatural looking side. Nothing bad about it, but it's just that I find that this was more of a lighter beige, is that a word? Lighter beige yellow tone color, rather than like a beige, like a nice dark beige, you know, so it's much more brighter and lighter looking. Then you have ash cocoa, which is like my favorite amongst the two, and this one has like a beautiful ashy chocolate color on the inside and a combination of gray as well, which I think is very unique and beautiful. Next is TEATIME Kristin in the diameter of 13.1mm, and this one only comes in one color, which is obviously the brown. And just like its name, just think of tea. When you drink clear dark brown English breakfast tea, you get that color because you get the tea brown shade, you get the golden brown the inside as well, and I just love it. But also it has a very subtle sun ray pattern with a border, which I think is gorgeous, and the whole combo is beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't lean much towards it just because it doesn't have the one-day contact lenses, which I think is really hard because I do love my one-day contact lens, so I tend to lean towards that. So if they do have the one-day one, I would definitely use it way more often because I love the shininess of it, I love the reflectiveness of it, I love the way it just looks like so glaring on my eyes, which is gorgeous. Second to last is A to Z Kristin, and this one consists of 6 different sizes. So you get from 12.5 to 13.9 millimeter, and I like this whole concept because it's really giving you that introduction to the Hapa Kristin line. There's nothing special about this particular contact lens, but what it does is trying to give you the most basic normal brown contact lens that you will fall in love with if you want to try the Hapa Kristin brand, and they definitely did achieve that because it really let you explore all the different diameter that you have, which I actually enjoy because it get me to just really compare all of the sizes with the same pattern and color and deciding which one suit me the most. And I finalized that I actually prefer the 13.3 millimeter, which is like my go-to contact lens. And I do recommend for those who haven't tried Hapa Kristin to explore this A to Z Kristin collection. Last one is the Shopaholic Kristin, and this one has a diameter of 13.0 millimeter. Now this one I absolutely love. It's the latest one I've tried. I love how it's trying to promote this whole 3-dimensional design contact lens on your eyes, which I think is gorgeous. You get the dark brown, and then on the inside you get gray color you get the dark brown on the inside, you get the dark brown on the outside, and then when you go on, you get this gray color. But this gray stripiness also has some white stripiness around it. It's not unnatural looking at all, and the reason why it does that is to give you this 3D effect. Not only that, it also gives you this very beautiful camera finish look on your eyes. You know, like imagine like being captured on flash and your eyes just sparkle. This is what you get as well, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I really do wish that they release like other colors as well, and I hope to see more of this Shopaholic Kristin getting more popular in the year coming, because I feel like this will be the next one and only Kristin, hopefully. So those are my review of all of the Hapa Kristin lenses. So without further ado, we're gonna get started with the ranking. So I will start with my least favorite to my most favorite. So let's get started. So I hope you guys enjoyed my ranking. Let me know what you guys think. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this, and please let me know what are your favorite Hapa Kristin lenses that you tried this year as well. I would love to know, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!